to have you back for the Ultimate Racing League Wednesday GR4 Challenge. We're with the League 2 guys. This is week 4, race 2, and we are still at Daytona International Speedway on the road track. Great first race, good battle between Fitzy and Bowman to take 1 and 2, and also some great battles mid-pack as well. So we will run down the order for this race 2 once we've sorted it out. So as I say, we've got Fitzy managing to hold on to the win in race 1, so well done to Fitzy. He stays on pole. Bowman in 2nd, Ginger in 3rd, C Brown in 4th, Stealth in 5th, Shaggy got 6th, Kebabman 7th, Declan 8th, Firepower in 9th, Max in 10th, Graham 11th, 12th is Campo, Hodgie in 13th, Brian Moncani 14th, and the livery back on, and the Big Mac in 15th. So without any further messing about from me, we shall get this race started. This is race 2 of week 4 around the Daytona International Speedway, the road track. So we do have some corners to turn, unlike the Americans who just like to go round and round and round in circles. So Fitzy gets us underway, rolling start. Into turn 1, avoiding the invisible tyre wall just before the bit you can see. Everybody making it through. We did have a few bumps and scrapes, if you remember, in race 1 over the first couple of turns. Everybody bunching it up. Hopefully it'll be better this time. As everybody can see, it's daytime, which is fantastic. I mean, the weather is always fantastic in Florida, we know, but it's very rare we get a daytime race at Daytona. They're usually first thing in the morning or late in the evening. That may have something to do with the Florida sunshine heating the track up and causing problems, I don't know. Everybody lined up, a nice little train or snake forming as we see the first 3, Fitzy, Bowman and Ginger, as they finished in race 1. They're still in those positions now. Fitzy leading the way into the bus stop chicane, keeping it clean. We don't want any penalties. Oh, who's that? That was Brown. Let's just go back. Oh, and somebody else has gone across the track. So have we entered the... Oh, it was two aside there. Yeah, Brown just took evasive action to avoid Shaggy. And I'm sure somebody else, it was Firepower. It all seems to be happening at the chicane. Again, going in 2 abreast. Firepower lucky, got his back wheels on the grass. Unfortunately unsettled the car and has sent him all over the place. That's pushed Firepower all the way back down to 15th. You really can't be going into the bus stop chicane side by side. I think Brown did a good job to avoid contact with Shaggy as they entered, although he's got himself back up into 10th. He's alongside Campo. We've got Graham and Hodgie just ahead of them, the Big Mac just behind, so these 5 into turn 1. Oh, have they all got round? It does look like everybody got through. So the Kebabmans, let's just go on board with the Kebabmans. I think that's Hodgie just behind. Got Declan in front. Now the Kebabmans will be desperate to catch up with Declan so he can get in the slipstream when they hit the main track for the second time. Keeping it tight around this right-hander. Hodgie now all over the back of Kebabmans. Hodgie will be quick in the Mazda once we get onto this section. And there won't be a lot Kebabmans can do about it. There we go. As Hodgie pulls to the right, is he there? Or has he thought better of it? He's there somewhere. There he is. Now then, again, this is going to be 2x2. No, Kebabman's just backed out. Again, quite right. Again, you don't want to be going in there side by side, but he's now got Graham all over the back of him. Hodgie in the slipstream of Declan. I'm sure it won't be long as we see Hodgie pulls to the right. He's going to take that 6th spot away from Declan. Kebabmans will try to stick behind Declan, although he's got Graham and Campo coming up on him fast. We'll just see him through turn 1. Ooh, keeping it tight. Now then, I think we've had a bit of a bump there, and we are going to have to go back and have a look at this. Let's just go back again. No, it was Declan. So Declan slots in behind Hodgie. As we approach turn 1, it is a tricky turn. Declan goes very wide, comes back on track, he catches Kebabmans. Unfortunately, Graham couldn't do a lot about that and slams into the Kebabman. Kebabman picks up 1.5 second penalty. That's allowed Campo and the Big Mac through. I'm sure Kebabmans is uttering a few choice words under his helmet then. So Graham down in 11th, Max 12th, Brown 13th, Firepower 14th, and Brian 15th. We have had a change of lead. Let me just see if I can see where that was. We're watching all the other shenanigans going on. I think I'm going to have to go. Oh, there it was. So Fitzy was the current leader into the. I think he's just the slipstream. He's got in the slipstream and got himself past Fitzy. A good clean move. Just as they're entering turn 1. So great move from Bowman. He's got himself in front. Fitzy won't let him get away. Ginger few car lengths behind, but he is catching. I'm surprised actually. I thought the Mazda would have caught them up by now. That's a great overhead shot of the track, isn't it? So Fitzy very tight on the back of that McLaren. So now it's Fitzy's turn to follow Bowman round. Now whether Fitzy decides to just sit there and get the tow for a few laps, save on fuel, or is he going to go for it and take that lead back? Ginger in 3rd, as I say. How quick the Mazda is, I thought he'd have caught up by now. I've been right on the back of these two. He is getting closer. That's better. Let's go on board with Jenny. That's more like it. That's what I expected to see. Oh, they did go 2x2. Well done though, boys. Kept it clean. Now you just see the power of the Mazda as he should just brush past Fitzy. Say that the Mercedes is putting up a good fight. As Fitzy has to slot in behind Ginger then. So it's up to Ginger now. He's going to catch it with Bowman. Ooh, I thought Bowman had gone a bit wide there, but no, he's pulled it back. So all change at the top. Let's go down the order. Stealth sitting in 4th again. Seems to enjoy himself tonight. We've got Shaggy in 5th. We've got Hodgie in 6th. Then we've got Campo. We've got the Big Mac making a move on Declan, or Declan making a move on Big Mac, sorry. So Declan now makes his way to 8th. Although the Big Mac definitely at the smelly end, he doesn't want to let him get away. But the Big Mac will just follow him through this left-hander onto the main track. If he can stay very close to him, he should be able to make a move quite early on and then try and catch up with his teammate, and maybe those two could work together, the Big Mac and Campo. With a bit of bump drafting and slipstreaming, so the Big Mac pulls out, he goes high, uses the bank of the track. Now if you can get onto the back of Campo, maybe the two Ferraris can finally start working together to catch up with the rest of the guys. So Graham 10th, Brown 11th, Max 12th, Brian 13th. All Brian's picked up a penalty as well. So he's going to have to slow down. Will Firepower be able to get by? As I say, the penalty zone isn't too bad on the Daytona track. You don't lose a massive amount of time. You probably drop it down a gear and whack your foot back down again. As you can see, Firepower did get a bit closer. Is he close enough to actually take the spot away? I'm not sure. On the brakes into turn 1. Both of them through, nice and clean. And then unfortunately we've got the Kebab Mans down in 15th. So back up to our leader. It does, excuse me, it does look like Ginger and Fitzy are just going to sit behind Bowman for a couple of laps. I think I've got a sneeze coming, and I did, sorry about that. So Bowman, a couple of car lengths between himself and Ginger. As I say, I thought Ginger in the Mazda was a bit quicker than that, although he has caught right up to the back of him again now as they went through the bus stop. We've had about 9.5 minutes, so what's that, about 6 minutes, just under 6 minutes of this race left, so there's still plenty of time for Ginger and Fitzy to make a move on Bowman. We'll just stick with them for a minute just to see if they can get it done before they enter turn 1. I don't think they can. Ginger pulls to the right. Oh, it's going to be too, oh, very wide, yeah. I think he was just a bit late on the brakes as Ginger, and that's allowed Fitzy to get up alongside him. He's got the place back though, or has he? Fitzy tries the cut back. Side by side, the Mazda and the Merc. Bowman will be looking at this in his mirrors. Well, he's not pulling away from them while these two are fighting. You'd expect Bowman to open up a bit more of a lead, but he's not able to. Ginger doing a great defensive job. The Mazda's got the power, but you've still got to drive it, and drive it well. So Fitzy having to be content with sitting in 3rd. Let's just drop down then. Hodgie's managed to nick a space from Stealth. Let me just see if we can see when that was. I think it's quite a way. Yeah, it's a bit too far away. So sorry I missed that one, but Stealth now down in 5th. Hodgie having a much better second race. Got himself into 4th. and can now get his foot down and get after Fitzy. Stealth will try and stay with him. Shaggy doing well in 6. Shaggy will be covering the League One races as well, so if you do want to watch the League One races, if you head over to Shaggy's YouTube, which I've got, it's Sean Daniels at Mystery Inc. Racing, and Sean or Shaggy will be covering the League One races, as I say, from Daytona as well, so I believe they will be coming out sometime at the weekend, so keep an eye out for those. Bit of a three-way battle going on for 7th, 8th and 9th. You see the Big Mac, he's picked up a penalty. That is going to drop him down the order, so Brown and Declan will both go through. So that's unlucky for the Big Mac. Declan sticking with Brown though. Into turn 1 for the 7th time. We've got 3 minutes of this race left. Declan getting closer and closer to Brown. Oh, Declan, that's not going to do you any good, is it? Big Mac's gone through again. So Declan, unfortunately, just getting on the grass there. Did well to keep it in a straight line though, and back on the track, but it has cost him a spot. So Declan now down into 9th, Big Mac 8th. Let's just have a look. Max is in 10th. Max keeping it steady in 10th. Just trying to stay out of trouble. Then we've got Brian and Firepower still battling it out for 11th. Graham down in 13th. Campo 14th. And Kebabman's 15th. So back up to our leaders, still no change. Bowman out in front, Ginger 2nd, Fitzy 3rd. We have a minute and a half to go, so we're looking probably the last lap. Ginger with the current fastest lap, a 1:53.9. Hodgie looking comfortable in 4th. As I said earlier, he's having a much better race. I'm sure he's enjoying this one. We'll just go down the tyre order. So Steve, Ginger, Fitzy all on the softs. Hodgie's also on the softs. Stealth on the softs. Everybody, looks like everybody. Oh no, Brown. So Brown has opted for the mediums for this race, as the Big Mac and Declan. Max, Brian, Firepower all on the mediums, Campo on the 13, so a bit of a mix up of tactics. So I'm going to go back up to our leaders then. We have on their last lap Bowman out in front, couple of car lengths. Well, maybe a bit more than a couple of car lengths actually. Ginger 2nd into the bus stop. Oh, now then, could that be a penalty for Ginger? He got his wheels on the grass. It is a penalty. It's a half second for Ginger. He's having a fantastic race as well. Now I think that's going to be enough to get Fitzy very close to him, if not past him. This is going to be a sprint to the finish line as Bowman takes the win. I think Fitzy got there, he did. Fitzy just managed to get 2nd, Ginger 3rd. That was so unlucky for Ginger. Hodgie gets 4th, a great race for Hodgie. Stealth in 5th, Shaggy 6th. Brown is going to bring it home in 7th. I'm sure he'll be pleased with that. Then we've got the Big Mac in 8th, Declan in 9th, Max nice and steady in 10th, Brian 11th, Firepower 12th, Campo is going to be 13th, with Kebabmans and Graham 14th and 15th. That was race 2. One more race to come, so hopefully you can join me for that. I will be bringing that up very shortly. Catch you all